Broadcasting Department, Nta Lagos Channel 10, Tejo, or call our telephone number, Chibuzo 0812 324 5519, Aisha 0816 003 3830, Gmo 0803 830-1669. NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises, affordable just for you.
You want the best in news, info, and entertainment? NTA 10. NTA 10. Channel, import and documentary. NTA 10. NTA 10. Even with movies, cartoon, and live talk show. I'm bad choice and go for nothing less. Sensation for excellence. NTA 10 station for excellence.
NTA 10 station for excellence.
On the news tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari appoints new economic advisor. Good evening and welcome to NTA Lagos Channel 10 News. I am Victoria Olabode. Now the news in detail, but rather on a sad note, workers and motorists going home after work on the first work day in the new year from the Lagos Island axis ran into heavy traffic caused by a truck which fell at the foot of Ujuelegba Bridge on the popular Funshaw Williams Avenue. There was no casualties. According to eyewitnesses who spoke off camera, traffic agents were however prompt to remove the trailer to clear the traffic. President Muhammadu Buhari has appointed Dr. Doyin Salami, who was the chairman of the Presidential Economic Advisory Council, as his chief economic advisor.
Doctorate degree in economics from Queen Mary College, University of London, and until his appointment was the head of Kainos Edge Consulting Limited and a member of the adjunct faculty at the Lagos Business School, Pan Atlantic University, where he recently attained the rank of a senior fellow and associate professor. A statement issued by the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, indicates that the chief economic advisor to the president is expected to address all issues on the domestic economy and present views on them to the president. He is also to closely monitor national and international developments, trends, and formulate appropriate policy responses. Additionally, Dr. Doyin Salami will develop and recommend to the president national economic policies to foster macroeconomic stability, promote growth, create jobs, and eradicate poverty.
The federal government's quest to actualize sustainable green economy through agriculture is premised on empowering farmers with reliable climate information and their applications in promoting food security. This came to the fore at a one-day workshop on developing a feedback framework for climate information service delivery organized by the Nigeria Meteorological Agency in Lagos. Musa Toliat was there.
Going by the latest scientific report released by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the world is experiencing unprecedented global heating, which will continue to have adverse effects on food supply in the next 2 decades. Smallholder farmers who contribute large proportion of food consumed in Nigeria therefore require support and timely communication about weather events that have implications for their planting and animal husbandry.
For the fish farmers, the climate change is actually affecting. The harvest is not as before.
This one-day workshop by Nigeria Meteorological Agency and its partners is aimed at building resilience of smallholder farmers by creating a robust and effective feedback system between NIMET and the agriculture community in Nigeria.
The government aims to prioritize healthy diets and affordable nutrition through inclusive, efficient, resilient, and sustainable agriculture.
We source the information, we process it, and we make it available. And through header, I think we have gone a long way through giving this information to a wider audience of the Nigerian.
We cannot leave this to NIMET alone. The government, both at the states and local government, has to be involved.
The one-day workshop had a theme: strengthening climate information service delivery for a resilient food system in Nigeria. In Lagos, Musa Toliab, NTA News.
With more content, the birth for a cultural rebirth, one that promotes positive values and leadership qualities in the country, is ever within reach. Information Culture Minister Lai Mohammed stated this in Lagos after attending a play, Death and King's Huntsman. Adeniyi Taiwo reports.
Death and the King's Huntsman by Professor Wole Soyinka was a thrilling offering that drew a cross-section of Nigerians to the stage and ambient environment of terra culture in Victoria Island, Lagos. It was the ill-fated story of Election, the charismatic horseman of the Alaafin of Oyo, whose last-minute weakness robbed him of the opportunity to discharge his role and join his king in death as demanded by tradition and custom. Wrapped in the lines, the drums, the lights, and artistic costumes of the play is the story of once upon a time when Nigeria was at a cultural crossroad, having interacted with that of our colonial masters.
It's a beautiful amalgamation of who we are and who they are, and how those two cultures intersect.
And by the time the light came back on, the audience, including the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, had had their fill of entertainment and learnt more lessons on leadership qualities.
We probably can't go back living in caves. Oh, we know what technology has done. We know the value of medicine, modern medicine, but we must take it together, with our core values.
Certain the Nigerians have all it takes to drive their own cultural rebirth, the minister says the society must be intentional in its support for the creative industry.
What we are trying to pass down is that we are a people with a culture, even before the white man came.
We continually bring to the fore stories that our forefathers created and taught.
The news will continue after this break. Please stay with us.
How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie. How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.
You are still watching Nta Lagos Channel 10 News. Just few days into the new year, the rail subsector is making progress in attaining some of its set targets as additional round trips have been activated along the Lagos-Ibadan rail corridor. The development is riding on the increase in passengers on the axis with high hopes that the momentum will be sustained beyond the free train ride. Michael Olaleye was there.
The activation of free train ride has paved way for increasing round trips on the Lagos-Ibadan standard gaugeway line. For now, it is between 6 to 8 daily, depending on the volume of passengers. As the last day of such window of grace, coupled with the resumption of work after the long holiday, traffic at the Mobolaji Johnson train station was huge. While the free train ride lasted, mobility between Lagos and Ibadan has not only been simplified, but equally reduced tension on the ever-busy Lagos-Ibadan expressway, especially during the festive season.
The risk on the road, motorists will be in a hurry, and of course they will also hike the prices because there are no alternatives. But now you can just imagine the volume of people that the train will be able, and of course at land they are making about 4 trips today.
Now you know that you're not going to stay on the road for hours. If your movement is for 2 or 2.5 hours, you know it's going to be 2.5 hours.
The journey from Ibadan to Lagos has never been so comfortable for Esther Makinde. The free train ride was the initial bait for her and the family, but the timeliness and safety experience left a lasting impression.
There's no stress and they are time conscious. As Omiadio, they said they would spend only 2 minutes. Those that did not enter the train on time, the train left. They are just looking at us as we are going.
And for safety, no accident, no all this tanker will do this. No, so I think I prefer this one.
There is high optimism that the huge volume of passengers garnered during the free train ride will be sustained because, according to travelers, the gains of using the rail mode of transportation outweigh any other means along the Lagos-Ibadan corridor.
And on sports updates, Gift George is our guide.
Ahead of the Super Eagles' departure for the African Cup of Nations in Cameroon, a virtual press conference which had coach Augustin Eguavon and captain Ahmed Musa has held to update football followers on expectations on the team. Football followers converged on Ondo State Sports Complex, Akure, for the annual Sunday Abbey and Friends football event. The teams were made up of players from European club sides, Nigerian clubs, and various national teams. In the first game, Akure City Football Academy beat Florence Joshua Football Academy by 2-0, while Team Sunday Abbey and Friends also lost to Ikale selected side by 2-0.
All this tournament, we always produce players to sunshine to premiership.
We commend him for this competition.
The FOSA 2021-2022 Ata Igalas on the 13th football tournament, which was at the instance of the former Nigerian Football Federation President Sani Lulu, has been concluded. Lukman Mohammed reports that the competition, which involved local government areas in Kogi East and Lokoja local government areas, became necessary to tap into the talent of the youth in the community.
The future is better for them through these procedures.
Preparations have been concluded to mark the 50th anniversary celebrations of the passing on of Nigeria's greatest football legend, the late Teslim Tonda Balogun. The organizers revealed at a media party in Lagos that various events will be held in June 2022 to celebrate the legacies and achievements of the late football icon.
He has assisted so many Nigerians. So present generation of Nigerians should come up with a plan, assist younger generations.
In volleyball, the draws for the 2022 Oloru Volleyball Regional Unity Cup held online shows that in the men category, Kwara United, Oloru Superstars, Now University, and Spartans are in Group A, while Offa, New Wave, Sunshine Spikers, and the Nigerian Police Force are drawn in Group B. In the female category, Plateau Rocks, Golden Spikers, Olalomi Royal, and Niger Raven have been placed in Group A, while Kada Emeralds, Legacy, Trailblazer, and Oloru Super Angels will play in Group B.
16 teams coming up as against the 7 we had the previous time for the first time. So the preparations this time around has to be top notch.
The volleyball championship is expected to parade the best male and female players in the country. With sports update, Gift George, NTA News.
That was the news, but before we go, always remember the girl child is the future of our nation and the strength of our home. Respect and protect her from every form of abuse. This message is from Nta Lagos, Channel 10. Winga Oloyede is standing by for you the Yoruba translation of the news. I am Victoria Olabode. Good evening.
Ẹ kú àṣálẹ́ ẹ sì kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀yìn láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Gbẹ̀ngàn Olóyèdè ni oníròyìn. Ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Olùgbanilámọ̀ràn sí ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ní ẹ̀ka ìṣúná ni ààrẹ ti bu ọwọ́ lu yíyàn rẹ̀. Dr. Doyin Salami tí wọ́n bu ọwọ́ lu yíyàn rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùgbanilámọ̀ràn sí ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ní ẹ̀ka ìṣúná títí di àsìkò tí ààrẹ yàn ló fi jẹ́ alága ìgbìmọ̀ ẹ̀ka ìṣúná bẹ́ẹ̀ ló kàwé gboyè ní ẹ̀ka okòwò ní ilé-ìwé gíga fásitì Queen's Mary College ní ìlú London. Yíyàn tí wọ́n yan Dr. Doyin Salami bí olórí olùgbanilámọ̀ràn sí ààrẹ ní ẹ̀ka ìṣúná ni láti yanjú kùdẹ̀kudiẹ tó ń kojú okòwò lọ́wọ́ fún ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti pàápàá láti túbọ̀ mójútó ètò okòwò àpapọ̀ tàgbáyé fún ti ìdàgbàsókè okòwò orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti lè mọ àwọn ìlànà tó tọ́ àti èyí tó yẹ láti ṣàmúlò rẹ̀ fún okòwò tàpapọ̀ lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti láti rí wípé ìpèsè iṣẹ́ wà òun lílé ìṣẹ́wọ̀gbẹ́ di ohun àfẹ́yìn tí eegun aláré ń fi ṣọ. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ni wọ́n gbìyànjú láti fún ètò okòwò ní okun àti agbára nípasẹ̀ ohun ọ̀gbìn àti fífún àwọn àgbẹ̀ àròkọbọ́dúndé ní ìgbèlẹ́yìn ìrónilágbára àti ìlànà tó jọjú fún ìlọsíwájú pẹ̀lú ìdáàbòbò ìpèsè oúnjẹ. Gbólóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ náà ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú èyí tó wáyé níbi ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ kan láti mú ìdàgbàsókè tó lè ran iṣẹ́ ṣíṣe tàwọn àjọ onímọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ láyìíká àti agbègbè àyípadà ojú ọjọ́ ti orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ẹ̀ka tìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lọ́wọ́. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Musa Tuliat tó jábọ̀ ìròyìn sọ wípé látàrí àkójọpọ̀ tìmọ̀ sáyẹ́ǹsì tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbé jáde láti ọ̀dọ̀ tàwọn ìgbìmọ̀ tí wọ́n ní àjọṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ka tìjọba lórí àyípadà ojú ọjọ́ èyí tí wọ́n fi yé wa nípa ohun tí àgbáyé ń kojú nípa àyíká ojú ọjọ́ èyí tí tó mú ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbóná dání èyí tí wọ́n sọ wípé yóò máa ní ipa lára ìpèsè oúnjẹ láàrin ọdún púpọ̀ síbi tí a wà yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ yìí pé àyípadà ojú ọjọ́ ọ̀hún yàtọ̀ sí wípé kó fa ìpalára bá ìpèsè oúnjẹ àti mímú kí ìṣẹ́ gbilẹ̀ sí, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní bákan náà ni yóò túbọ̀ fa ọ̀pọ̀ ìpọ́njú káàkiri ilẹ̀ aláwọ̀ dúdú lápapọ̀. Àwọn àgbẹ̀ àròkọbọ́dúndé tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú ènìyàn tí wọ́n kó ipa pàtàkì wọn nípa ìpèsè oúnjẹ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà túbọ̀ béèrè fún ìgbèlẹ́yìn àti gbígbọ́ ìrànlọ́wọ́ àbálọ àti àbábọ̀ ní àyíká àti agbègbè bí ojú ọjọ́ ṣe rí èyí tó lè fa ìpalára bá ohun ọ̀gbìn wọn àti ṣíṣe ìtọ́jú àwọn ẹranko wọn. Ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ kan wọn ọ̀hún ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan pàtàkì tí wọ́n tẹ́ pẹpẹ rẹ̀ láti pèsè ààyè fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ àròkọbọ́dúndé fún àlárere ọjọ́ iwájú tí yóò ran ẹ̀ka ọ̀gbìn lọ́wọ́ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ àkójọpọ̀ ìṣàfihàn àṣà àti ìṣe tó buyì kún ìgbélárugẹ àṣà ti orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n fi ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye ṣàgbékalẹ̀ rẹ̀ ní oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà èyí tí yóò kó ipa tó jọjú nínú ètò tàwọn aṣíwájú ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ni wọ́n ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ rẹ̀ ní ìkúnjú òṣùwọ̀n. Mínísítà ìròyìn àṣà àti ìṣe ti orílẹ̀-èdè yìí Alhaji Lai Mohammed ló gbé gbólóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ náà kalẹ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lẹ́yìn tó kópa níbi ètò eré ìtàgé kan tí wọ́n ṣàgbékalẹ̀ rẹ̀ tó ṣàfihàn ìgbélárugẹ àṣà àti ìṣe orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tó kúnjú òṣùwọ̀n tí wọ́n pe àkọlé rẹ̀ ní Dead King's Horsemen ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. Tọ́ àsùnjì lórí tàṣálẹ̀ ìní Jésù tọ̀ Moses ti wà níkàlẹ̀ láti mú ìyókù ròyìn wá fún ilé èdè Ògùn. Gbẹ̀ngàn Olóyèdè ń kí yín ire o.
Me kudo wajayi mi kwa mo kudo torido lili son NTA. Jesuton Moses we nikoshe lili to bigome. O to boga Muhammadu Buhari we ko do alo me do o me ko iwo denu do yo nu kan to na ogbe ba yo nu ko nu kumo nu na ti to ajo to wo Nigeria to na to gbo holo ni so les no me na to din na yin ayi na meto na o to boga to ti to ya ajo ko le to dale o meme sunu enyi o weyan to da ho doin salami weyin me ko de do telame to din o doin salami yin pedo ko yin o kande fotonu ko na me si ofi hiawe bo hiawe je wedo so o we ho university ro pro onu to bon tito a jo podo no me a ko ho le topo to o to bo London to me ko yin me ko yiga susu to we bolo me na do mo je nu ko na otito lo te to bo ludo o e ko yin me enyu azon ko lo je na o ten lo e je do ye ko se do me to tin o legede nu wa na do dike o mo do o di odo aga ho ton si o to kla e to bi be kla o glezon to bo Nigeria to me tin podo to ai hon to me yo de he ye gan bo so mo do dike o mo no nu du tin kanji na to me nu le wo yo de he ye ko zin onu do je to tito o pon azando poton de he ko bai na o ye me yin o me o dule to di odo aga ho ton si o tito me so mi to musa tole at hey mi wa lo ten do ya do gbe he no pe nu kun tito ye di odo aga ho ton le to bo Nigeria to me wa yin o de he o tiro do ayi na do mo do ye plon mo glesi le ko do ye me yin o me ho dule do mo do de ye ti ka gan onu eyin onu yiwa to meji o di odo aga o to din e do be kla o ho he onu du le ton to ai ho to me e do ya do onu he ko nu ha hun e di odo aga o e do di ke bo o file bi to hla to din wa yo de he na be kla onu du podo glezon po to gbolo me do de he je do ni wa ko so gboro no gboro ye gan onu he onu yiwa to meji e ton lo yo de me pro na foto o fola ti do me wenu na ni do pa o to menu le na onu ru nígbà so alesun to kla to so goto na onu he kan ya o fi si ga to so o nu wa lo le me ene o to we do ya do o pon ko to de he onu le si ga yi wa do mo do to kla he yo gbigbe ka o metan yo de he ye so pe nu ko go do bon ti to yo le dali de he o ai ho to le to ai ho to yi wa we yo de he so dandan to gbo Nigeria to no sume ne te o de se kan pa o to gbo podo to me le po to godo me o tito hin o nu acha do amoto le to gbon me ye to le yisa to sin o nu hin acha o me yuton podo do to gbo Nigeria to ku so yunu kan yo de ye ko sin yunu doji na do de ke mo do nu hin wa lo dagbe eyan na o ni no menu kan to yin dagbe ton to gbo Nigeria to me when you dey do imudo iyun nu he alo si kan bo do go na o mepo do alopo do modo nu he yan cha do amoton le wo ye so yunu kan o me yin o de be so wato na o ni spoda va se ko si o to gbo Nigeria to me mo kede a chale si o ho me sunu Lai Mohammed wedo holo to titoreji ye do bai a hu de da yoyon kan de ze o do he je henu a cha do amo o me ton le ene to gbo Nigeria to me je gbonu ìtọ́lọ́ yẹn wà ètò àwọn ìmọ̀tẹ̀mẹ̀ pìlẹ̀ wẹ̀rẹ̀ sẹ́mẹ̀tọ́ adé ní ìta ìtọ́lọ́ di ẹ̀gọ́ dọ̀ ònú mímọ́ èyí ò jẹ́ ẹnu mẹ́mẹ́lẹ́ wẹ̀ wà ètò ìtọ́lọ́ di tó gbẹdọ́gbẹ̀ bọ̀ èyí tó yẹ ìgò náà nù kéyìn àṣà gbọdọ̀ jọ àmọ́ ò tó gbó Nàìjíríà tán lè lọ hàfọ̀ tó fìlẹ̀ ètò ìjà yìí kájọ sọ tó kúnná sí nǹkan mẹ́ kó yóò tó dídó.
Nta 10 Station for Excellence.
Àwọn ètò ìdánilárayá àrímọ́lẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ lèèyàn lè gbádùn lórí Facebook tí ò ju 1000.